Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Circle of Hanik with Yurala Gomez. And today we're going to have the interactive oracle in which you can ask a question and then pick a card. We have 5 options. If you have more than, let's say 2 or 3 questions, then you choose 2 or 3 cards. And according to the numbers of questions that you have, we have a maximum of 5 cards. So you can have 5 questions and then assign a number to a number that will be the answer, basically, to each of your questions. So, for example, let's say that you want to ask about, I don't know, your career. You can choose the answer from the cards from 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. If you want to ask about a project, if you want to ask about application that you're doing, if you want to ask about your connection, relationship, whatever it is that you want to ask about, then simply choose one number, and then I will try to give you the message as general as possible so that you can adapt it to your situation, okay? So let's start. I'm working with the oracle of the animals of the woodland, and then I will complement the reading with the tarot. Okay, so I'll give you a minute to assign a number to your questions, and then I'll start in a second. Okay. So let's start with group number 1. I like a lot these oracles. I'm going to tell you the name of the animal and the flower. Write it down and Google the meaning, the spiritual meaning of this animal and the spiritual meaning of this flower. If it resonates a lot with you, you can, for example, buy this flower if it's available in the market, or buy an essence or a product, or simply connect with the energy of the flower and the animal through this information. Because this oracle, the beauty of it is that the animals that are here and the flowers and the plants that they are, it's like an animal and a plant or a flower, having a spiritual meaning that is synthesized in the word, in the word or the meaning of the card. Okay, so having said that, let's start with the answer for group number 1. Group number 1, your card is protection, and the protection is associated to the skunk and magnolias. Skunk and magnolias. Okay, can look at it. And the card is protection. Now, let's start with the tarot to see what is the message for group number 1. The base message is protection. So you are protected. They are offering you a protection. If something is working and you are asking if it's going to be successful, they are telling you it's protected. If something is not working the way that you plan, you are being under protection. With these 3 cards, let me get an extra one. Oops. This is that you're closing. Okay. So I'll start. The answer for group number 1 is you are protected. You're protected. You're having a physical protection, psychic protection, emotional protection, spiritual protection. You are being guided, protected, your plan, your project, that which you are asking about. Here, there are opportunities. This situation that you're asking about is bringing with it the right opportunities. right opportunities that are going to bring a lot of pleasing, a lot of happiness, a lot of stability as well. Okay, so there is a combination here of something material and spiritual, or something material and emotional, something material and connected to the emotional body, the feelings, happiness, joy. And here there is a closure of a cycle of scarcity. The reason why, if this is something recurrent that you didn't have before, or it wasn't working before, and that's why you are doubtful if it's going to work or not, is because before you were disconnected. You were outside your temple. You were not connecting yourself with higher, superior realms. So you were acting pretty much from your ego, from your character, from your personality, from the person that you believe you were. And you were not seeing beyond that. And as a result, you were creating a scarcity. You were creating disconnection. You were creating a lack of abundance. You were creating a failure. You were creating chaos. However, you have been guided, and you have been guided to protect your kingdom, to establish it with work, with discipline, with constancy, with stability, but also you being divinely protected. It's like spiritual guides descend and they are taking care of you, and they are therefore protecting you and closing you from repeating this pattern that come from your past, a pattern of lack of abundance in all areas of your life. So yes, you are being offered the practicality that you have acquired this time, united by the spiritual guidance and the spiritual protection that you are receiving, the inspiration, the spiritual inspiration that you are receiving is helping you to close a cycle, or to abandon a cycle of scarcity that you bring from the past. Therefore, yes, that what you're asking about is going to work. It's going to work out, and it's going to have a lot of positive benefits, because you are being moved away from the separation and the scarcity. So we are going to go now with number 2. Number 2, here we have the otter and the cattail. So beautiful, the otter and the cattail, okay? And the card talks about peace. So Google the meaning of the cattail, spiritual benefits of cattail, it's a plant, and the spiritual meaning of the otter, the animal, okay? Group number 2. The base message is peace. So let's see what this is about. Okay, let me get a little bit more of her. The first sensation I have is that this piece that you are experiencing. So like, let's say that you're asking anything that, whatever it is that you're asking, you are asking about it because you were experiencing distress, mental distress. And that distress was creating confusion. There is an inner dialogue inside of you. And I don't know how to say this, hard to put it, but it's like you were receiving information and messages from other voices that were not yours. There is a liberation that is happening here. And with this liberation, you are liberating yourself from receiving information that is not for you or is not coming from your higher self. You are protecting yourself from the voices that you receive. And that is what is creating peace. So before, you were listening to inner dialogues, but none of what you were hearing was yours. And that was creating a mental chaos. By protecting your energy, you created sense of stability, and that protection started by having a psychic shield and by protecting the heart. I will give you examples. It's like, imagine that you were thinking, I want to do this project, or I want to do this activity, whatever. And then you were listening to voices that were telling you, no, you're not good enough for that. You'll never be able to reach anywhere with that. And it's not that you were listening to it from other people. That also could be possible. You were even listening to it on your own, inside your head. And of course, you were unconscious and you were thinking that those inner voices were telling you the truth. You were listening to them. You were alert to them. You were believing what they were saying, their opinion, even if it was all the time negative. You thought that that was your reason speaking to you loud. And now I'm telling you that the reason why you were receiving those messages is because you were receiving information that wasn't yours. Those messages probably are messages of your transgenerational ancestors or voices external that you were channeling. And the voices had the impact of stopping you from doing what you were meant to be doing. And that is stopping. And that is stopping because, and so it was affecting your mind, and then it was affecting your feelings on how you are perceiving yourself. It was affecting your heart in the way that you were feeling about the situation that you were working on. Like, for example, it would be creating sadness, depression, shyness, guilt. It could have been created like shame, etc. And the moment that you put a protection on yourself, a mental protection and a spiritual protection, you protected your heart. When those voices enter, you don't let them sink in. You know they aren't yours. You know they aren't real. You moved on. You moved on from taking those voices as real. The moment that you did that, that generated abundance, or that is going to start generating abundance, understanding abundance as I have explained it before. And this generation of abundance allows materialization of whatever it is that you're asking. So they are saying, this is coming to you because you healed your mind. And by healing your mind, by divine assistance, you're healing your mind. It creates a sense of peace. And from this place of peace, you can create. You can manifest. It's going to become a reality for you. And this is the message for group number 2. Let's move to the card number 3. The trout and lily of the valley. It's a beautiful card. Purification. What you're asking about is either something that is happening in your life because it's a way of purification, or it's in a state of purification, so probably you are not seeing the result of it as you would like. And that's why you're asking about it. See card number 3. Seven of Swords. Three of Wands. Justice. Six of Swords. Oh. I want to stop here with these cards now. I was trying to see if there was anything else besides what I'm feeling, but it's like 3. There was something that you honestly were not doing right. You were not dealing with the situation in the right way. You were escaping the reality of it. You were cheating, lying to others or lying to yourself. You were ignoring the importance of something in your life. And you were in a total lack of alignment between what you say, what you think, what you do, what you feel. There was no alignment. You were trying to reach a shortcut, to reach somewhere. And you were not giving to another person or a situation or your life itself or situations in your life the value that they have and that they deserve, the importance, the respect. Even to aspects of yourself. This could be even an attitude that you had towards yourself. Obviously, you had it towards yourself, and that's why you were having it towards others outside of you. And thanks to the universe, you are leaving behind that attitude. But leaving this attitude has to do with the process of purification. So I am sensing that I'm connecting to a situation that is not feeling very comfortable. And it's not feeling very comfortable because you're actually paying karma. Now, unless you tell me, or unless you're asking about something that somebody did to you, this reading, you could take it in the opposite direction. It's like you are going to start receiving the reward of what was taken from you. If somebody took something from you, for example, and you were the victim of it, well, that thing that was contaminated is now being purified because karma is falling upon a situation. Payment of karma. But the positive aspect of it is that by purifying it, you are walking towards alignment. We are walking towards harmony. We are walking towards a more peaceful land in which there is a correct and right structure, and there is also connection with the universe. This right structure means that, let's say that you or someone else were not doing things in the right direction. And let's say that you were not being treated correctly, or you were not being treated accordingly. Law, divine justice, divine law is falling upon this person or this situation, and you are being redeemed. And if you are the perpetrator, you are being redeemed as well, because you're moving on to alignment of your life. You could be your own perpetrator, and it's something related to yourself. The reason why something didn't work is because there was karma in it, and it is now the situation is being rectified. Now, this situation is a manifestation, the situation that you're asking about, of a karma that was in your life and is being rectified. Okay, so if things are not working, or you're asking why things are in this way, it's because of it. You are in a process of purification. Okay, let's move with the question of group number 4. Group number 4, the hare and the oak. The opportunities. So opportunities, new opportunities. It's talking about new beginnings. Group number 4. Let's see. There are new opportunities that you are not perceiving as opportunities. Because there is a resistance to what it is. And this resistance is coming from past experiences that created a karmic charge. Feels uncomfortable. And there is fear here. This fear doesn't let you see the opportunity that you have here. And you're asking about a situation, they are telling you, you are in front of an opportunity, but you are taking care of yourself excessively, and you're putting barriers where you don't need to put these barriers. You're putting these barriers because you haven't integrated the situation that you went through, and you haven't seen how this situation actually was in a way made for you to help you. That situation that happened was in a way directed for you to connect to your strength, to make you stronger, to make you more aware, to make you more powerful, to give you extra powers, to give you extra, to awaken extra qualities that you didn't know you had. Because when you went through that situation in the past that created chaos, previous to this new opportunity, I mean, it's like you develop talents, but you are focusing on the negative emotion that you felt in the past. You are focusing on the loss, you are focusing on the abandonment, you are focusing on the sadness, you are focusing on the rejection. You're focusing on the wound that it created in your emotional body. And they are saying that is making you ultra extra protective. And you don't need to. What you need to do is to lower those barriers, lower them, because that is not it's not going to allow the entry of the new thing. This wants to enter, but you have no arms or no strength to carry something else. So it's very important that you leave behind this heavy burden. Reevaluate the vision that you have about what you went through in the past. Reevaluate it. Rewrite the story. Tell yourself again the details of that story with a different approach, with the approach of the spirit, of your higher self. Ask your higher self, ask God to guide you, to show you where or how to make it work. What's the direction? Because you're putting a lot of resistance based on your history instead of focusing on the fact that those situations in the past were meant to create added value in your life. Accept the new opportunities that are in front of you. You're not going to suffer. You don't need to defend yourself. You just need to integrate your strength. The last card, group number 5, the crow and dogwood, intelligence. The crow and the dogwood, intelligence. What you're asking about requires intelligence, analysis. Fine. The King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles and the Tower. Let's see what this card tells us. Intelligence. If you're asking about a situation in your life that is creating chaos, the first thing they are saying is that if you don't manage this with intelligence and you let emotions take over and impulse, you are going to create more chaos. That is the first thing. You are in front of a situation that requires you to maintain yourself cold, aware, strict, connected. Because in reality here, there is an opportunity that is coming out to advance and leave behind something. For some of you, this could be related to a rupture of this, a rupture of a connection. And then in this rupture, which feels like a collapse, in reality is an invitation to create autonomy, sense of autonomy. This collapse of this connection could be a partnership, a relationship, a business, an agreement, a contract, a project. something that was discussed and agreed. This rupture that is happening here, there is a separation in the energies. It's an opportunity to leave behind something. And advance. To change the direction, it's an you are not seeing the opportunity, you are seeing the breakup because you wanted to maintain yourself in a state of stability. But stability is not always comfortable. So there is this breakup here that is positive. That which you are asking about reach a turning point. Reach a point in which you are doing things in a different way now. And if you cross the illusion, because there is an illusion here of failure, you're feeling that by not acquiring that which or losing that stability or whatever it is that you wanted, you are failing. They are telling you no. In the other side is the connection with your authenticity and with your true purpose. This was something that wasn't allowing you to reach your best potential. Let's say that this is about a job offer and you didn't reach it. You like something happened and you didn't get what you wanted in a contract, agreement, whatever. If you would have won that, you would have lost autonomy and you would have lost touch with your authenticity because it looked more appealing, but it's not what it's really connected to the purpose of your soul. So they are saying they are telling you, have the intelligence to see the success behind the failure and not move yourself by emotions. And this is the message that I had for you today. I'll see you in the next video.